నమస్కారం పాత్రికేయ మిత్రులకు అదేవిధంగా కరోనా మహమ్మారితో ప్రపంచ ఆర్థిక వ్యవస్థనే అతలాకుతలమవుతున్న పరిస్థితుల్లో అభివృద్ధి చెందిన దేశాలుగా చెప్పుకున్న దేశాలు కూడా అనేక ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్న తరుణంలో శ్రీ నరేంద్ర మోడీ గారి నాయకత్వంలోని భారతీయ జనతా పార్టీ ప్రభుత్వం ఒక సాహసోపేతంగా ఒక మంచి బడ్జెట్ను రూపొందించి పార్లమెంట్లో ప్రవేశపెట్టడం జరిగింది. అభివృద్ధి సంక్షేమం సమపాలుగా ఈ దేశ ప్రజలకు అందించాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో మంచి బడ్జెట్ను ఇవాళ ప్రవేశపెట్టడం జరిగింది. ఇటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో దేశవ్యాప్తంగా ప్రజలకు వాస్తవ విషయాలు వివరించాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో గౌరవ కేంద్ర మంత్రివర్యులందరూ కూడా దేశవ్యాప్తంగా పర్యటిస్తూ అనేక సమావేశాలు పాత్రికేయ సమావేశాలు ఏర్పాటు చేస్తూ వాస్తవ విషయాలను ప్రజలకు వివరించే ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ కార్యక్రమం చేపడతా ఉన్నాం. ఇప్పుడు ఇంత మంచి బడ్జెట్ను రూపొందించినటువంటి కేంద్ర ఆర్థిక శాఖ మంత్రులు శ్రీ నిర్మలా సీతారామన్ గారికి, దానిలో ప్రధాన భూమిక పోషించినటువంటి గౌరవనీయులు పెద్దలు కేంద్ర ఆర్థిక శాఖ సహాయ మంత్రులు శ్రీ అనురాగ్ సింగ్ ఠాకూర్ గారు కూడా దీనిలో ప్రధాన భూమిక పోషించారు. కానీ వారే ఈరోజు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రానికి రావడము అనేక విషయాలను మనకు చెప్పే ప్రయత్నం చేయడం నిజంగా చాలా సంతోషం. కాబట్టి ఈ సందర్భంగా వారికి స్వాగతం పలుకుతూ ఈ బడ్జెట్ విషయంలో వాస్తవ విషయాలను వివరించాల్సిందిగా వారిని కోరుతా ఉన్నాను.
कि कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर में 34.5% की वृद्धि है. 5.5 लाख करोड़ रुपया कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर में ज्यादा खर्च किया जाएगा. And if you look at the health budget, health and wellness budget, there is an increase of 137%. It has gone up from 94,000 crore rupees to 2,23,846 crore rupees. अगले साल हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस बजट 2,23,846 करोड़ रुपया होगा, जो 137% की वृद्धि है. कोविड-19 वैक्सीन के लिए 35,000 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान रखा गया है और प्रधानमंत्री आत्मनिर्भर स्वस्थ भारत योजना के लिए 64,180 करोड़ रुपए का बजट रखा है, जो नई योजना हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं. देश के 650 जिलों में अस्पतालों को में सुधार करना, हमारे हजारों हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर में और सुधार करना, टेस्टिंग लैब्स और बाकी सब सुविधाएं देना, इस सब की तरफ प्रयास किए जाएंगे. हर घर नल, नल से स्वच्छ जल. Every house will have potable drinking water, clean drinking water. And an amount of 50,000 crore rupees has been earmarked for the Jal Jeevan Mission. 50,11 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान जल जीवन मिशन के अंतर्गत किया गया है. अब तक 8 करोड़ महिलाओं को रसोई गैस का सिलेंडर उज्ज्वला योजना से मिला था. 1 करोड़ और महिलाओं को उज्ज्वला योजना के अंतर्गत रसोई गैस के सिलेंडर मिलेंगे. प्रवासी मजदूरों के लिए वन नेशन वन राशन कार्ड, ये भी 32 स्टेट्स में हम लोग शुरू करने जा रहे हैं. मजदूरों के लिए अफोर्डेबल रेंटल हाउसिंग हो, उसका प्रावधान करने का हमने किया है. असम और बंगाल के टी स्टेट के जो मजदूर हैं, उनके जो बच्चे हैं, उनके लिए भी 1,000 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान किया है. महिलाओं को नाइट शिफ्ट में काम करने का अवसर मिले और पर्याप्त सुरक्षा हो, इसका भी प्रावधान किया गया है महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए. मिशन पोषण 2.0 का शुभारंभ 112 एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में होगा। 112 आकांक्षी जिलों में पोषण अभियान की शुरुआत और इसके और बेहतर परिणाम हो, मिशन पोषण 2.0 को शुरू किया जाएगा। कृषि क्षेत्र में जैसा मैंने पहले कहा, किसानों के लिए 65,000 करोड़ रुपया पीएम किसान में किया, तो अब किसानों को सुलभ ऋण योजना मिल सके, तो पिछले बजट से इस बार 10% की वृद्धि की गई है। 16.5 लाख करोड़ रुपया ऋण के रूप में किसानों को उपलब्ध होगा, यह भी हमने करके दिया है। पिछले साल भी हमने 1000 से ज्यादा बाजार, ई बाजार के साथ मंडियों को जोड़ा था। इस साल भी 1000 से ज्यादा मंडियों को ई बाजार यानी कि ई नैम के साथ जोड़ा जाएगा। ग्रामीण विकास निधि को 30,000 करोड़ से बढ़ाकर 40,000 करोड़ रुपया किया गया है, ताकि गांव-गांव में और पैसा खर्च हो सके। ये मनरेगा के अलावा अलग से है। माइक्रो इरिगेशन स्कीम को, ताकि इरिगेशन फैसिलिटी ज्यादा हो, सिंचाई योजना ज्यादा हो, माइक्रो इरिगेशन को भी दुगना किया गया है, बढ़ोतरी करके 10,000 करोड़ रुपए इसके लिए रखा गया है। माइक्रो स्मॉल एंटरप्राइजेस बनाने के लिए 10,000 करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान, फार्मर प्रोड्यूसर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस बनाने के लिए प्रावधान किया गया है। किसानों की आय को दुगना करने के लिए हमने पहले ही कॉस्ट प्लस 50% प्रॉफिट, जो स्वामीनाथन कमेटी की रिपोर्ट थी, उसको लागू किया। और यूपीए की सरकार, कांग्रेस के समय में और हमारे समय में, हमने एमएसपी की खरीद 750 in the tribal areas. Even for the marginal people or the workers who want to work with the Manrega, Congress used to spend only 30,000 crore rupees. We have earmarked a budget of 73,000 crore rupees. For the defense also, there is an increase in the budget allocation substantially as far as the capital expenditure is concerned. There are three heads: wages, pensions, and the capital expenditure. So there is increase in the capital expenditure, which clearly showcases that the India has increased its procurement for the defense. We are preparing well as far as the defense preparedness is concerned. And the Congress or the UPA failed even to buy 150,000 bulletproof jackets in 10 years period. We have procured close to 2 lakh bulletproof jackets and distributed it to the armed forces. We have procured Rafale jets. We have procured fighter jets. We have placed another order of fighter jets, helicopters, and other requirement of the defense. At the same time, we have brought in reforms. Whereas in the past, India was known only for as the largest exporter of the defense equipment across the world. Now, we have earmarked more than 110 items which will be manufactured in India as far as the defense production is concerned. So we have increased the defense budget as well as the capital expenditure is concerned. We have given priority for Make in India in the defense equipment production to be done in India. And we have taken all the steps needed to take on the border for the safety and security of our borders and the country. And let me say this, the total number of cases as far as Naxalism and the terrorism is concerned has come down during the Modi government time. Let me also tell Shri Rahul Gandhi to please have a look at the tax burden during his time and See, in various heads, if you look at, there is a lot of incentives for them, like for buying houses, for creating more infrastructure for them, whether it is new gas cylinders, water, health, education, other facilities. Look at the roads. We are going to spend 1,18,000 crore rupees on the capital expenditure as far as the road and surface transport ministry is concerned. There will be 1,10,000 crore rupees capital expenditure as far as the railways is concerned. 50,011 crore rupees as far as the Jal Jeevan Mission is concerned. 2,23,000 crore rupees as far as the health and wellness is concerned. So this is all for the citizens of India. We have not put even a single rupee burden, a new tax on any citizen. Everyone talked about, many papers and the electronic media reported that there will be COVID tax. There will be tax, additional tax. Prime Minister Modi made it, told us very categorically that there should not be any additional burden on the taxpayers. And we have made sure that there is no additional tax burden. प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बड़ा स्पष्ट तौर पर कहा था, कोई नया कर ना लगे, हमने कोई नया कर नहीं लगाया है, उसके बावजूद 35,000 करोड़ रुपया कोविड वैक्सीन के लिए भी प्रावधान किया है.
Sir, is there any chance to come down the petrol charges? And is it true that central government has lifted the subsidy on gas cylinders?
Two issues. I think media must print or show it on the TV that what is the tax collection for the center and what is the tax collection for the state as far as the petroleum products are concerned. That will give you the real picture. So the common man will also understand what is the tax share as far as the states are concerned. And as far as the central government is concerned, whatever changes we have made changes by introducing agriculture infrastructure cess to raise funds to create infrastructure for the farmers of this country. Whether it is storage, cold storage or other facilities, we have brought down the excise duty and introduced the agri infrastructure cess. There will not be any additional. देखिए कॉमन आदमी जिसने मार्केट में पैसा लगाया होगा उसका पैसा भी तो बड़ा होगा. Nobody can ignore Telangana. सौभाग्यनगर में बैठ के, if you look at the entire allocation, even during the COVID time, we believe in cooperative federalism and take all the states together. There is allocation for metro, water, education, road. If you look at the number of road projects here, these are total 53 and 2,111 kilometers and 20,800 crore rupees will be spent on that. It's not a small amount. If you look at the railway projects, I have already said more than 29,000 crore rupees for the railway projects at various stages. Yeah. And tax devolution also, for this 13,990 crore rupees. No, as per the agreement, we have given the money. I met the Andhra Finance Minister 3 times in last 5 months, and we have relieved the funds as well, as per the agreement. Off record, as of now, I won't be able to, but I'll send it to you.
Thank you. Ratna.
So it depends on the states as well. How quickly you do the land acquisition, availability of the land, environment and the forest clearances and all that. There are many other factors, but as far as the Government of India is concerned, there is no shortfall as far as the allocation of funds are concerned. And I'm sure with more capital expenditure, if you look at the infra companies, there are many companies from this part of this region who are doing extremely well, not only in South but across the country. If you look at the digitization, whether it is for the census or other areas, startups and all that, all those schemes is going to benefit many companies in Telangana and in Andhra Pradesh.
Sanjay garu.
Majorly. And if you look at the ports, there is an allocation of funds of more than 2,000 crore rupees for the ports. So who will benefit? States like Andhra and Telangana.
థ్యాంక్ యూ, ధన్యవాదాలు. తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వానికి ఏమి ఇబ్బంది లేదు, ఏం మాట్లాడతలేరు వాళ్ళు. వాళ్ళు బడ్జెట్ మీద సంతోషంగా ఉన్నట్టే తెలుస్తుంది. మేము కూడా ఇక్కడ మీతో మాట్లాడినా ఆయన మీకేం ఫోన్ చేయలేదు కదా ముఖ్యమంత్రి అది. వాళ్ళు సంతోషంగా ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు.
And urban and local bodies will also get 9,172 crore rupees. Urban and rural local bodies will also get 9,172 crore rupees as per the 15th Finance Commission. And under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, Telangana is going to get 400 crore rupees every year. There are many other schemes specific to Telangana which I'll request my state president in the coming days, he can further give you more details. I didn't want it to be specific to Telangana and Andhra.
థ్యాంక్ యూ, ధన్యవాదాలు అందరికీ.
Thank you.
సాయంత్రం ప్రోగ్రాం చెప్పండి.